Hi, we're here with Dr. Malcolm Beach. How you doing?
I'm doing just great. Thank you for having me.
Listen, you have been involved with so many things, particularly African American businesses, for a very long time. And you've been doing all kind of research and programming all over the world.
Yes.
How have we as African Americans kept America great?
Well, you know, African Americans have always been the fundamental workforce. The laborers that actually built this country. A lot of the tradesmen and artisans that came over from Africa, involuntarily, actually had the skills that were used in the South to make this country a real strong economic power. So we've always been fundamental in that activity.
So in being in that aspect, is it from that experience that we started building our own businesses, or what was the impetus for that, do you think?
Well, we were always self-reliant. I mean, we liked our own independence, and during the time of Booker T. Washington, we founded the National Business League in 1900, 35 years after the end of slavery. Many business owners were able to put together their enterprises and actually develop enough funds to take care of themselves and their families. They built cities. You know, they built all kinds of businesses to take care of themselves and feed themselves. Well, banks. I mean, we had banks, we got insurance companies, we got retail stores, grocery stores, construction companies that build houses, to build roads. There's a lot of skill sets that we had that we were finally able to use once we got our freedom.
But how did we get that? How did we make the leap from slavery to be an empowering factor?
Well, I mean, during slavery, like I said, the main asset that we had, we were labor. So we were actually doing things. We were building things. We were inventing things. I mean, some people think the cotton gin came from some guy named Eli Whitney, but it wasn't the case, you know. The actual slaves on the plantation invented the cotton gin that changed the whole cotton industry and brought more wealth to the South than they could ever believe before. So we always had the ingenuity and the skill set, the technical expertise to build things and do things for ourselves. And that was part of the thing that Dr. Booker T. Washington wanted to build on when he did Tuskegee University. He talked about trades and being able to build something and owning some land. These are the keys to entrepreneurship and building in America.
So that's very interesting. We talk about land ownership and building businesses. What should we be doing now? We've kept it growing. We laid the foundation. How do we continue to thrive and continue to build in our current environment?
Okay, well, right now we do have a great challenge. We've slipped a little bit in terms of market share and net worth and asset development. Right now, I'm here at the caucus at the Africa Brain Trust, and what we're trying to encourage African businesses to do is connect with American businesses, and let's develop some trade across the water. And I think that's our next great frontier in terms of building wealth in this country, is to deal with Africa, because Africa has so many resources, and it has a growing economy and a growing population, and they need everything in Africa.
So give us 3 steps that we as black people should be doing to support that movement and that trend.
Well, one of the things that we're doing now, we're going to open up a export-import warehouse in Maryland to actually begin to trade with Africans, try to do joint ventures between American small businesses and African small businesses. And that way we can transfer wealth, assets, and that's what you do with trade. So I'm saying making a definite connection with Africa is going to be very helpful. In many of our communities, there's a lot of folks that would buy African products. And we're also telling the African countries that there are many consultants and contractors in America that know how to build infrastructure in Africa. So we can get some professional services contracts in Africa. They need everything, engineering, architects, and those are the kinds of skills that we have a lot of over here, and we can transfer it back and forth, and that would be good for everybody.
All right, thank you so much. Now give us the name of your company again.
Several companies, but one in particular is Eagle News, a publisher of a community newspaper. And the new project we're working on now is the Africa Business League America, and trying to develop chapters between America and Africa to do business.
Thank you, Dr. Malcolm Beach, an old friend doing great and wonderful new things. I can't hear you. What they should do now? Okay, she wants you to leave a message of what can African Americans do today? What should we be doing today?
Well, I think African Americans should do business with other African American businesses. That's our fundamental issue, is that we have the resources. If we trade with each other, everybody will benefit in the long run. So do business with other African American businesses. Okay?
All right. Thank you, Dr. Beach.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.